Today we're going to talk about the most mystical thing we can talk about on Instagram, and that's hashtags. Do we use them? Do we not use them? Do we forget about them? The video about the idea about this video came along when I got this comment on my channel. Hello, bro. Can you make a video using hashtags? Someone replied, hashtags doesn't matter. Just post high quality content and you will go viral. I said, agree on this. But let me kind of go deeper into that, okay? So, hashtags, where does it come from, right? Well, it came from, Instagram back in whenever they started, like 2012 or whatever, and hashtags were extremely popular. Hashtags used to rank in views, and people would find you through hashtags, and you would add hashtag follow for follow and get a bunch of followers out of nowhere. Those are like the olden days of Instagram. I remember it was 2013, okay? So I was probably 10 years old when I downloaded Instagram. I don't know if that's okay or not, but I used Instagram, and I remember one friend of mine came up to me and he was like, do you want to get a bunch of likes? I was like, yeah. He was like, just add like for like to your hashtags and you'll get a bunch of likes. And I tested it out and I got like 10 random likes. I was like, oh my God, someone's from somewhere, different place in the world is actually liking my content. That's insane. And that's where I knew the power of hashtags. I was like, oh my God, if a kid, just like it was a random picture, of a landscape or something, can get likes just like that, I was like, okay, cool. Hashtags work. And, moving forward, kind of when I started Passionate Income, and ended up growing to 1 million followers in the first 13 months, we did use a lot of hashtags when we started. And when I started in 2020, I'd say the strategies here, middle of 2020, the strategy was to use as many hashtags as possible, which was 30 hashtags you could use on the post, and it would really help. You would rank on hashtags, someone would press on that hashtag, you would be at the top of the hashtag. And then something changed where they were like, no, you should use 15 hashtags. And then something changed again, and they were like, no, you should use 5 to 7 hashtags. And from there on, it was just extremely confusing. And then it even went down to like, oh no, you should use just 2 or 3 hashtags that are very specific to this post exactly. What's my opinion? Okay, what's my opinion? Hashtags are not necessary at all. Okay, not necessary at all. I think maybe if you start posting content from absolute zero and you use some hashtags, okay, like right on the new page you just started posting, if you use some hashtags here and there, it won't hurt, in my opinion, because it will show Instagram what you're actually posting about, okay? So that's all they're useful for. Or if you have a bunch of followers, okay, like millions of followers, and let's say, your whole niche is investing, but you upload something about real estate investing specifically, then you can add the hashtag real estate investing, and that might help to reach the audience you actually want to reach. But that's it. Like, that's the only use case I see of a hashtag nowadays in 2024. Hashtags won't make you reach more people, okay, at all. Maybe like I said, when you start a new page, if you use some hashtags, maybe you'll start reaching the right audience quicker. But I would only do it for the first 5 to 10 posts, honestly. And I would take this advice with a grain of salt, because when I watched the newest interview with Mosseri, who was like the head of Instagram, he was like, we should create a website, don't use hashtags.com or hashtags are not important.com or whatever. And he was like, look, don't use hashtags. Content is what matters. And I agree on it. IG doesn't look at the hashtags anymore. But what they look at are keywords. Okay, so they look at the caption still, and they look at the keywords in the caption. So I would say what hashtags used to be back in the day, now it's a long caption. That's what changed basically in the caption world, in the hashtag world. So they decide who to show the video or a post depending on the video content, obviously, or the post content. You know, Instagram has very powerful AIs, which they use inside their company, and they can pretty much 100% look into your post just by uploading it, and the platform already knows what the post is about. But they look at the video content, obviously, the text and the captions and the sound, but they look at the description of the video or description of the post, the caption of the post, and obviously then they can decide who to show the content to. Because obviously, if you upload something about business, and Instagram would show that to 8-year-olds scrolling on Instagram, it would make no sense. So Instagram has these pools of people who they test out the content to, right? So if you are used to watching a lot of business content, you'll be served more business content. And if you just watch like funny memes, it's not very likely you'll be served business content. That's why algorithms exist, right? So you want to add the right keywords in the caption. And like I said, in my experience, sometimes, really sometimes, not that much, we use hashtags on my page. But that's only when we want to reach a specific audience in our existing audience, okay? So like I said, if your niche is investing and you add a hashtag real estate investing, that might indicate a keyword in the caption that, people who like real estate investing are more likely to watch this video. So those are like my kind of 2 cents about hashtags and captions. But at the end of the day, like, it's not worth investing in tools which will show you the most viral hashtags or anything like that. Hashtags won't make you blow up at all. They might be a useful tool still, but they're not at all for blowing up. Okay, good content, good quality content, like a fellow subscriber said here in the comment section, is what actually matters. Good quality content. Just post good quality content and don't overcomplicate it. Okay, don't do follow for follow. Don't add too many hashtags. Don't message every single follower. Just good content once, twice, maybe 3 times a week, 3 times a day, and you're good to go. You're good to go. That's all you need. So thanks for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like. Comment down below what you want me to make a video about. Just like, this guy said, hello, bro, can you make a video about hashtags? Here you are. Here you go. So if you have any ideas, just let me know and I'll make a video about something else.